Hello friends, I'm George, the nice medic gentleman. If I have to summarize the House of Armaf for someone who's into fragrances but has never heard about Armaf, I'll probably use the phrase some very high quality scents for a low price that come packaged in a very low quality bottles. And the fragrance from Armaf that I'm going to show you today makes no difference. It's called Armaf Legacy. The packaging of Armaf Legacy looks like this. This is the box. As you can see, it's painted in three colors: black, silver, and gray. On the front, you got the name of the company Armaf, the name of the fragrance Legacy, the concentration EDP, the bottle size 100 milliliters. On the back, some information about the Sterling, the parent company, and on the bottom there's a production date. The production date of this bottle is February of 2023. You open up the box like a Zippo lighter. Then there's this thing inside that is supposed to help you pull out the bottle, but as you can see, it's doesn't do that. Doesn't do its job very well. And then this is how the bottle looks. It has kind of the same design but with slightly different coloring. In the middle you have this clear cutout that lets you see the level of your juice. Again, Armaf Legacy on the front, and then on the back again you have the name of the company and the production date stamped. And again, just like with the box itself, you open up the bottle like this, like a Zippo lighter, which is an incredibly bad design, and I'll tell you why in a second. If you enjoy my videos, guys, if you enjoy my work, I'd really appreciate if you hit the subscribe button. The note breakdown of Legacy from Armaf has the following notes. The top notes are lavender, rosemary, and petitgrain. The middle notes are rose, labdanum, sage, and jasmine, and the base notes are cedar, sandalwood, oak moss, and musk. Okay, I'll show you the spray in action, and I'll show you why this bottle design is very bad. In order to actually be able to spray the fragrance, you need to keep the cap at its most open position, but there's no stopper there, and sometimes it can be a real pain in the butt to actually spray the bottle, use the bottle with one hand. On the other hand, the sprayer is pretty decent. Okay, one interesting fact is that this fragrance is known in the community mainly for the fact that people are calling this a clone or alternative to Chanel's Platinum Egoiste. Now, what I pick up from this fragrance, let me tell you something. This is the scent profile of this fragrance is super old school, but in a good way. The opening is very heavy on the lavender note and the rosemary. I definitely pick those up, and it really brings a sort of a barbershoppy vibe, like an old school barbershoppy vibe. The best way that I can describe how this smells in the opening is like an old school shaving soap or shaving cream. It's a really barbershoppy. It has a really strong barbershoppy vibe. Once this starts to dry down, that freshness starts to go away a little bit, and the fragrance becomes very woody with a hint of rose somewhere in the background. It still contains, keeps some of that freshness from the opening. It becomes a little bit more creamy. It becomes a little bit like slightly soapy, but still it's a very old school type of scent, and still keeps that very strong barbershoppy vibe. As far as how close this is to Platinum Egoiste, I cannot call Legacy a real clone of the Chanel fragrance. It lacks that metallic sharpness that the Platinum Egoiste is known for, but it's done in the same style of perfumery, so it will get you somewhat close, but definitely not very close. And I don't think this is a straight up clone, more like a fragrance that's been inspired by Platinum Egoiste, or even you can think of this like being a flanker to Platinum Egoiste. The performance of Armaf Legacy has been surprisingly good, given the scent profile. It's sort of a fresh scent profile. I didn't expect this to be a strong performing fragrance, but actually it turned out to be a very solid performer. I get about 8 hours, sometimes even a little bit over 8 hours of performance out of Legacy, with pretty loud projection in the first about hour and a half, even up to 2 hours if you overspray a little bit. So as far as the performance goes, Legacy has been a surprisingly well performing fragrance. When it comes to the price that I paid for this is quite a cheap fragrance. I paid about $25 to acquire Legacy from Armaf, and I think this is actually a very good price given the interesting scent profile that has very good quality and the performance of Legacy. When it comes to versatility, this is a super versatile fragrance because basically you can wear this one pretty much anytime, anywhere. The only problem when it comes to versatility is I think that because of that old school type of scent that Legacy has, that DNA that it carries, it has a bit of an age factor to it. I think this is a little bit more of a mature type of scent, and definitely guys who are 30, 35 years or older will appreciate this more than the younger guys. At the end, my final thoughts on the Armaf Legacy. This fragrance turned out to be a surprisingly good fragrance with very good quality to the scent and very good performance, and I think it's a pretty good alternative to a Platinum Egoiste from Chanel. Not a straight up clone, but a good alternative. I was pleasantly surprised by the performance, by the scent profile of this because it's super versatile. And the only drawback that I can see with this fragrance is the very ugly bottle design and also very bad bottle design because of that stupidly designed cap. So if you're looking for an alternative to Platinum Egoist, something for a low price, definitely check out Armaf Legacy. For me, from me, this fragrance gets a huge like. And so in today's video, I showed you an interesting, super cheap alternative to Platinum Egoist from Chanel called Legacy from the house of Armaf. I hope that you found this video interesting. If you did, give it a like, and I also hope that I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye bye.